All right, Posey's first 30th birthday. We got a fit check here. God, Mummy's looking good. She's in the white. Popo looking absolutely damn. You got the smile. She looking cute. She's looking cute. She kind of look like an old grandma, but a cute old grandma. Yeah. We're looking good. Got Popo in the car. Popo. Oh, you love the car, don't you? Yes. So we're off to a 30th. I am the +1 here. Posey's +2. Oh my God, we almost had a car accident. Keely's driving, very scary sometimes. What do you got to say about that, babe?
No.
The reality of having a baby. I want to show you guys what my life sort of looks like post wedding season. I mean, it cools down a lot, but I'm still feel like it's a good time for me to lock in and get weddings done, editing wise. I think I've got like 9 that I need to finish editing, which is scary to think about. It doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're editing photo, video, majority video, I feel like it's gonna take a while. I've got a job early this morning, so it should only take me about 5 minutes to do this job, which is elite. So I'll do this job, go home, lock in for a bit. I've got a couple of appointments today, and I've got a meeting with a potential couple. I think it's like 2028, so it's pretty far away, you know. Sometimes people wouldn't open their books for that. I think I might. I mean, yeah, maybe. This is like a commercial job. It, like I said, it should literally only take me like 10 minutes, which is awesome. In and out sort of vibe. It's just some before photos. It's very real estate sort of vibe. It's a trade company. So been doing these guys' work for like over 6 months now, which is awesome. I actually love it. I love this kind of work. It's good. It's always different, so kind of like that, you know. I feel like whenever a business like this is open to regular content, it's really awesome because it sort of gives me a lot of free rein on what I can do, be creative. I'm not restricted by any boundaries, which I really, really like. So, yeah. And just like that, we're already on our way home. So it was honestly probably like a 5-minute job. It was just some before photos of a bathroom renovation. So I'll come back when that's done, put a little bit more time into it because it'll be after photos as well as some nice magazine style stuff, you know. Pretty much go back now, probably make coffee, get a coffee into me, and then just dial in. So usually after like a weekend, the first thing I'll do Monday morning is go through all of my emails and reply to them. I'll also go back through either the last week's emails who touched base earlier and follow them up. Usually there's like a lot of inquiries that don't have follow-ups. So a really good way to get a response, even if they say no, they don't want to book, is better than no response at all. Because a lot of the times people appreciate a follow-up message, and sometimes that'll get you a booking of a wedding. So, all right, Weir's off to the dentist. I have the most jank setup on this camera right now. I reckon I've been to the dentist in like a year. And then before that, I don't reckon I'd been to the dentist in like a good while, you know. Don't know if I fixed it. Absolute sketcher setup right now. Go to the dentist, gonna drill. Yeah, this is gonna be like the reason I'm starting this vlog thing is I'm like, what's something I can do creatively that's sort of low pressure and low effort, you know. I'm using the Osmo, it's very quick, it's low editing. it's easy, I guess. It's not easy, but it's easy to produce quickly, you know what I mean? I just want to sort of upload more content in general. I think I want to, like, I was always really bad at creating a personal brand myself. So I think that that's sort of what I want to do. I want to build a personal brand around me and what I do. I do a lot of different things, so I kind of want to try and show that as much as possible. I have 7 minutes to get to this dentist, and the last time I went to this dentist, I was late, and it's like this funny woman on the reception, and she like just is like, why were you late and shit? Like, it's so funny, but I have anxiety, and I think I'm gonna be late. And she will call me if I'm a minute late. She will be like, where are you? I go, bro, I don't know where I am. I don't even know how to get to this place right now. I'm having a mind blank. But yeah, like, I've got a couple of client calls I want to do later. I've got 2 potential wedding clients that I'm going to be chatting to today. So I want to give you a little bit of like insight on what that looks like as well. All right, dentist done. I think there's a lot of people that say the dentist is scary, and I totally get that. You know, it's very clinical. You know, they pretty much hurt you every single time you go there or tell you something's wrong. But I actually generally don't feel like they're that bad. If anyone has a reason to hate dentists, it's me, all right? I did not go to the dentist for a long time through like my teenage life. And then when I went as an adult, my teeth were absolutely cooked. I had this infected tooth, right? And anyone that has ever had an infected tooth can agree with me that it is probably the single worst pain I have ever experienced in my entire life. When you have a toothache, it is inescapable. It is everywhere at all times, and you cannot cure it, right? I remember Keely would break open I can't remember, like a Panadol or whatever capsule, and then pour the liquid directly into the root of my tooth to try and numb the pain, and it still wouldn't work. It literally made me stop eating, everything. It was an absolute fucking nightmare, to be honest with you. But yeah, dentist done. Beautiful, back home to get on the grind. Hey, how are you? Yeah, very good, thank you. Thanks for jumping on a Zoom. Even then, sometimes 8 hours works. If you have a first look, it usually brings everything like roughly 2 hours in front. So sometimes that 10 hours is needed, because essentially when people do the first look, they do all their bridal party photos before the set. What a typical getting ready looks like with the big po dog.
We have a happy song on repeat, so shouldn't cry.
Yes.
Daddy might even go flatten your hair.
You got spiky hair. Hello. Hello. Yo, hey. All right. We have had a spontaneous wedding. I have a friend that does photography, and she books video as well, and her videographer that was meant to come and help her pulled out last minute. So your boys come to clutch up and do the video for the day. So I'm going to show you what that looks like and what I take to a wedding. First, I need to shave this neck beard ASAP. Perfect. So in like Feb, so like, geez, there we go. In like Feb, like 2 months ago, I hurt my elbow really bad at the gym, and it just like hasn't gotten better. I had an x-ray and an ultrasound yesterday, so I'm waiting to hear back what that is. Probably tell me to drink a large cup of concrete, but you'd think that I have essentially no grab strength, like grip strength. I can't pick anything up that triggers like my top forearm muscle on my right hand. So you'd think that I'd be going for a lighter setup, but I'd actually just rigged out this bad boy. Look at this. Oh my days. Look at that. Is that not sexy as? So my idea is that, extra stabilization. I mean, this camera's already pretty good, but it feels super comfy when it's like in my chest like that. And I really want to like decrease the amount of batteries I have to use. I have a cord coming. I have a cord coming from the monitor that'll go to the V-mount battery on the back, so there will be less weight
because that battery won't be there. I've also got a dummy battery coming from this, but at the moment, just going USB-C. So it's just going to be essentially charging the battery the whole day. I'm curious to see how long that lasts. But yeah, that'll be my main camera. All right, I'm going to run you through quickly of my gear that I'm going to take today. So in my main bag of goodies, we've got A and B cam. They're both, hang on, fucking second. There we go. I've got this thing clipped onto me now. We got A and B cam. We got Canon R6 Mark IIs. This is a 70 to 200 for ceremony shots. And we got a 50mm for a little bit wider. We got Tascam for audio into like the PA, for celebrant and stuff, cleaning stuff, which is cooked. Like it doesn't even zip back up. I needed to get a new one. 35mm, 16 to 35. I usually check this on the D floor on like the main cam after the first dance or something. All my NDs, spare NP batteries, is that what they're called? Spare main cam batteries, spare B cam batteries, base plates for tripods. This is like all my audio. So I've got wireless guys, and then I've also got those Sony sticks, which are elite backup SD cards. Now this over here is a bundle of joy, but I like to call it a bundle of pain. This thing weighs, no joke, probably like 120 kilos. It is absolutely terrible to cart around. So this is like my main big sturdy tripod, which is like 45 kilos by itself. Then I've got light stand, secondary tripod. This is like my light, which I love. It's like a spotlight. Before I had this, I used to take this panel light. I had two of these, and they are terrible. I mean, they do the job okay, but if you can see them in like the footage of your video, it actually looks terrible. They don't cast a nice light, and they don't give like flares. They just let this look like this rectangle light, and it's very, very noticeable. So honestly, I don't even really use that unless I absolutely have to. I pretty much just set this up the whole night. It's amazing. This is the drone. This is like the newest drone. This is like the Mavic 4 Pro. I'll tell you what, drones are one of those things, right, where you have to have them. And for like $4,000 for something that gets used for about 10 seconds of each wedding, if that. Sometimes I don't even use them, depending on like weather and shit like that. So probably my most expensive thing that really I don't even use a whole lot, but it's like one of those things where you have to have one, yeah? And drones, I feel like you have to keep updated, otherwise they look pretty bad. Like, especially low light, I don't know. They're just one of those things you have to have. Don't use a lot, but use enough where like you need one all the time. That's pretty much my setup. Like I said, I'll be running this bad boy. I'll be running this bad boy the entire day. Oh, look at that. That is sexy to look at, isn't it, boys? Woo! Damn. All right. This is me before wedding. Don't think I'm gonna bring you too long. I'll do some BTS of weddings eventually. This isn't my wedding, so I won't do it. I have a wedding in May, so like a month or so. The end of May, random as, just one straggler at the end of the season. I think I'll do BTS there. I'm not sure. We'll see how we go, but. All right, this morning we shot a super cool like little golf ad for a friend. Shot behind the scenes of the whole thing. So I'm actually gonna make like a cool behind the scenes like little video as well to show with it. It'll be sick. I'm about to head out to do a couple of real estate stuff. Might do some behind the scenes. What do we reckon, boys? This is the setup we got going on here. Got this Ronin. This actually isn't my Ronin gimbal, but I don't have a vertical mount for my RS3, I think it is. So this one's got the vertical mount. We're using that and mainly drone. Yeah. All right, it is time. I usually get to real estate gigs a little bit earlier because I feel like I always do the drone real early, get that done out of the way. Saves a lot of time, gets it done. And yeah, this is the baby. Oof. Absolutely gorgeous. It's quite sunny today, so we've got an ND on this bad boy. Just doing photos. Popo. Oh, Popo. Hello. Good morning. What are you doing? Hello. 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 Are you sleepy? What are you doing? Whoa, 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 whoa. Popo, come here. Oh, look. Wow.
You know who she looks like?
Who? Shows a little bit. Bobo!
Is she laughing?
Yeah. Are you happy now?
Oh, big burps.
Okay, we're in Daylesford. No, we're in Macedon. What?
Oh, Ponuts. Say hi.
Bobo!
Chloe.
Bobo! Can I see you? Oh no, she's hating that. Bobo!
Thank you, Mom.
Yeah. We came here to catch the autumn leaves dropping,
And there's no trees left.
but it's not looking good. They've already dropped all their leaves, haven't they, Po?
Look at this dog.
Oh my god, is that one of those deformed dog things?
What?
Where they have like no spine? Ready? She's looking at you. Wow. Wow. Yeah, you're cold.
Ready?
Oh.
One bite of caramel slice.
You want caramel slice for first taste of food? Oh, the caramel slice. She's like, yes. You want the caramel slice? Oh, look at that looks so funny in the video. Oi! She's going for it. She's going for the kill.
Is Daddy silly?
That yummy. Yummy. Alrighty, guys. So, I've been a little bit MIA the last week. It was hectic with work. Probably should have filmed it, but it was so hectic that I just like feel like I didn't have a minute, which I probably did. Just me making an excuse. So, you're gonna come with me to this crazy, I would say quick turnaround last minute thing that I've got to do, which I don't really do stuff like this. It's like it's an hour and a half drive. And then from the beginning of the shoot, it has a 4-hour turnaround time. So I have to get there, which is an hour and a half away. I have to get there, shoot it, edit it a little bit, and then send it to them by 2:30. And that's including the hour and a half travel. So I've got about an hour to get this thing done. I'm trying to go low-key setup. So I've got one tripod because there's some pieces to camera. So we've got some interviews. This bad boy, sexy. Oh, look at that. Slow. Oh, damn. Damn. I've got this little rod on here. I'm thinking I'm going to attach this camera to it and like try and get some B-roll stuff. Some behind the scenes stuff. That could be cool. That could be cool. And then dearly beloved, case of everything. So haven't really had time to make any food. So it's one of those weeks, man, where I've run out of like, I've run out of all yogurt and all fruit, so my only option, oh no, don't tell me. Nah, we're on here. Espresso concentrate. I'll tell you what, if you haven't had this, it'll change your life. It is like easy version of coffee, super, super, super weak. Sometimes like I don't love like being like super heavy coffees, especially iced coffees. I feel like sometimes when you order iced coffees, they are like super strong. So this you can make to your own strength, and you just make it quite light. Feels better on the tummy. So we're gonna take a liter of this, and that is gonna be our fuel for the morning / early afternoon. Bang. We went to Macedon yesterday with Poe, as you saw. You know, you saw all happy things. That ride home was pure screaming until the last little bit where she finally went to sleep. She was not happy. You know, it's her first time experiencing the cold, so could be that. She's probably just like, what is this and why am I freezing to death? Don't get me wrong, we had her in like a little cute jacket and hoodie thing. It was bloody cute as. All right, I'm gonna pack this car. Otherwise, I'm gonna be late.
I usually don't really get a lot of jobs like this. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot where it's like super quick turnaround times, but this is like super, super quick. Like I said, from the time I get there, I've got 4 hours to get back home, edit it, and then deliver it back to the client. I believe it's like being used for TV tonight. So that's the reason, but still quite full on. Thought it'd be interesting to sort of show. I've been so busy these last 2 weeks, and I feel like I just need to get back into track, back showing you guys exactly sort of what I've been doing. I've been working on a lot of stuff sort of behind the scenes that, you know, over the last few years, I think as a creative, especially a photographer and a videographer, you always sort of, where am I going in the future? Like, what's my end goal? Especially with weddings and stuff, you know, they're quite full on, I guess you could say. And doing that in 20 years is kind of scary. You know, I already wake up cooked after a wedding day, let alone double wedding and stuff. So especially when my kids like start to grow up and do sport and stuff, that's a lot of Saturdays, and you know, I kind of want to be around for that stuff. I don't want to be working every single weekend, because at the moment I'm working almost I don't really get a weekend off in summer. So I mean, unless they're playing cricket, it's probably not too bad, but yeah, I need a new end goal sort of thing. But I love doing what I do, and I feel like I'm in a really good place with it right now, so I'm comfortable. But look, I'm not gonna dive up too much into it. I might get into it a bit in another vlog or something. I got up early this morning and I was like grinding it out. I've been thinking about doing like my own sort of presets sort of thing. And I know it's very taboo sort of thing, and over the last few years, do I want to do it? Do I not want to do it? And you know, I've developed my own presets over years, and I still continuously develop them. You know, every single wedding that I do, I feel like I tweak something, something's different. I find a new style that I like lean into a little bit more, and you know, it's always sort of nice. And when you start off as a photographer, sometimes you just need that base start to find your own style. I know with me, I never actually bought a preset off someone. I actually followed like a YouTube tutorial like 4 or 5 years ago, and then from that tutorial I was like, all right, and then just tweaked here and there every single time I did photos, and then that's sort of how I ended up with like my own style sort of thing. Video, different story. Video, I actually lean a lot on like LUTs that I have found from like creators and people that are expert color graders. Not beating around the bush, I'm definitely not an expert color grader. I know how to correct back to I know how to like color correct and get colors where I need them to be, but color grading, not really something I've leaned into. You know, I'm a sad Premiere Pro user. You know, I haven't leaned into DaVinci yet, so it's a whole new ball game. I think eventually I will. I've been saying that for like the last 5 years, maybe. But yeah, anyway, enough about ranting about that. I might take you like a little bit behind the scenes of what that sort of looks like, creating those LUTs and stuff like that. And I've been really working on them the last few weeks, like really refining them to be, I want them to be, I reckon I've bought LUTs, so like for video and stuff, and then like you look at them on the preview and then you get them into your editing program and they look terrible and you're like, what? Like, it doesn't even make sense. And then, so I want to essentially tweak them as much as I possibly can to be usable for almost like any situation throughout a wedding day. So they're specifically for like wedding stuff, but like I use them for everything. But I want them to be niched into wedding photographers because that's what I mainly do. And yeah, I think they're turning out good. I think they match a whole bunch of different styles. So yeah, I'm keen to see how they come out. Probably won't do anything, but hey, they're a bit of fun. It gets my creative juices flowing again. I always love to challenge myself in new different ways. Look, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I don't really mind. I'm not expecting anything out of it, to be honest. So
that is so minor. The whole video and so on, everybody loved. So that is fantastic. So thank you so much. We'll definitely be in contact with maybe one or two more of these. So that's awesome. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. It come up real good.
No, it did definitely. No, it shows the whole thing and it's at a high level. And
that was a client from last Monday. I had this really big corporate job. I don't even know what I've been doing. I've been doing like a lot of quick turnaround times, and this massive corporate job was from a company. Look, I don't even really know. I know that a lot of them are based overseas in Germany. So it was like a super quick turnaround time. They needed to essentially capture a product, a piece of machinery that's been flown over from Germany, built in like a factory, and a big corporate video for it, blah, blah, blah. And it needed to be delivered like the same week. And I had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I had 3 full 8-hour days of shooting, and I was like, and I never get that. Like, I never have like that bigger days of shooting. So I'm like, how am I going to do this? Anyway, shot that thing Monday. Literally had first draft to him Tuesday. I was like, just get it done. This was like a little bit of animation and stuff too. Don't get me wrong, I'm not good at animation, but I think it's done the job. As you heard, he's pretty happy with the animation. So, yeah, he just called and said, like, you know, everyone loves it. There was a few little tweaks that needed to be done, but tiny tweaks, which I did. I got up like super early this morning, like 6:30, just to like bang it out before I had to go to this job. That's usually what I do. If like I have like things that come up that needs to be fixed, or like, I don't even know. For example, the preset stuff like that I want to do, I'll get up like before work hours, like 9 or whatever, and just pump out as much as I possibly can. So then I feel like way more productive, and I feel like I'm not wasting the day with like my actual weddings and stuff. What I try and prioritize, I guess. But yeah, just called and said like super happy and everyone loves it. It's a bit worrying because with a job like that, it's not just one person that has to check it off. It's essentially the board as well. So it goes through so many different people, and it's a pitch video. So they're pitching it to people as well. So it's quite high pressure, but you know, the first draft, they pretty much, I remember like he messaged me, he's like, yeah, absolutely, like it's bloody amazing. And I was like, that is like the best message you can get from a first draft. So yeah, good outcome.
Echuca committee who is on his way, we may see shortly as well. But notably also thanks to our representative.
Gentlemen, can I get you guys shaking hands as well?
About to say that, yep.
And 3, 2, 1, go for it. Yeah, beautiful. Nice. Nailed it.
Oh, you reckon I rocked up?
So we had the last census.
I had to go to a
We
police
got
meeting.
actual figures.
Right, so we've got interview 1 done. I believe we've got 1 more interview. That was good. Amanda came up and took over the interview for me so I could focus on this. It's a really tricky day today. It's like sunny. Sun just keeps coming out between the clouds. So it's actually good that I'm manning the camera a little bit more because it's really, yeah, in and out, in and out, in and out. We're almost done. We've got 1 more interview to go, I believe. Check, check, check. Bro, I am about to piss myself. My God. So the audio is going to be cooked. They went to do their like speech thing and then literally didn't use the mic, which I mic'd up, so that's elite. We love that. I feel like that happens every single time, doesn't it? It's 1 o'clock right now, and this has to be delivered in like an hour, hour and a half. So, gotta pump that out, have some lunch. It's literally 1 o'clock, haven't eaten anything. I'm ravenous. Fucking starving, man. So, just gonna upload all this while that goes in the microwave and get into it. Grind. All right, we have just finished color grading the raw footage, exporting. It's like 22 minutes of that. So just got to do the interview stuff now to 1:30. Interview stuff's probably going to be the easiest, I guess, but they're long exports. So we have just successfully exported all we need to and have them uploading now. So pretty good. 155. Cutting it close, but I think we may have just made it. Maybe. Hopefully they don't need any revisions. But that's what it looks like from a 4 hour turn. Holy shit. That's what it looks like from a 4 hour turnaround time. Pretty quick. Don't usually do that stuff often. So thanks for coming along. Till next time.